Hello students, we have learned in the previous session that Bismillah Khan was the first Indian to play Shehnai at the Red Fort on the occasion of our country's independence, that is on 15th of August 1947. He performed almost all over the world. He performed in Afghanistan, which was his first trip to abroad, and there he received so many gifts from the king because the king was so much impressed by the Bismillah Khan's Shehnai's music. And we have also learned that Bismillah Khan composed songs only for two movies, as he did not like the artificiality and glamour of the film world. We have learned about the places he performed, and an auditorium in Tehran is also by his name. So Bismillah Khan was recognized at so many places, and he became so well known to everybody. Now, national awards like the Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan, and the Padma Vibhushan were conferred on him. So here we know that Ustad Bismillah Khan has been awarded with these national awards. He received the Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan, and the Padma Vibhushan. In 2001, Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, with the coveted award resting on his chest and his eyes glinting with rare happiness. He said, "All I would like to say is, teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the West is now coming to learn our music." So Ustad Bismillah Khan received the highest civilian award of India in the year 2001. And when he received this award, it is said that his eyes were shining. He was very happy because his hard work had been recognized. All the hard work he did gave him his success. His hard work helped him to achieve everything. And Bismillah Khan gave an important message to the country after receiving the award. He told all the Indians to teach music to their children because, as he said, that music is the highest tradition of India. He said that even the Western countries, even the foreign countries wanted to learn India's music. Now, in spite of having traveled all over the world, Khansahab, as he is fondly called, is exceedingly fond of Banaras and Dumrao, and they remain for him the most wonderful towns of the world. So it has been said here that even though Bismillah Khan traveled all over the world, even though he was given so much of respect and recognition everywhere he went, and people used to call him Khansahab, still he stuck to his roots. He remained rooted. He loved his birthplace, and even though he traveled all over the world, for him the two most wonderful towns of the world were Banaras and Dumrao. Banaras, where he learned music, and Dumrao, where he was born and brought up. So, Bismillah Khan did not forget his own places even after becoming famous. So, and even after traveling all over the world, he did not forget his birthplace. He did not forget where he learned music. So he was still attached to his birthplace. A student of his once wanted him to head a Shehnai school in the USA, and the student promised to recreate the atmosphere of Banaras by replicating the temples there. But Khansahab asked him if he would be able to transport river Ganga as well. So there was a student of Ustad Bismillah Khan, and the student wanted that Bismillah Khan should set up a Shehnai school in USA, United States of America. The student also promised that he would replicate the temples of Banaras in America because Bismillah Khan would miss the atmosphere of Banaras in USA. That is why the student promised Bismillah Khan that he would recreate the temples of Banaras in America. But Bismillah Khan was attached to India, right? He was so much attached to river Ganga also. So Bismillah Khan asked his student that would he also transport the river Ganga to America? That means the only thing Bismillah Khan wanted to say to his student at that point of time was that he could not leave India. Bismillah Khan could not leave India. Bismillah Khan was not only attached to the temples of Banaras, but he was also attached to the holy river Ganga. Later, he is remembered to have said, "That is why whenever I am in a foreign country, I keep yearning to see Hindustan. While in Mumbai, I think of only Banaras and the holy Ganga. And while in Banaras, I miss the unique matha of Dumrao." So again, here Bismillah Khan said that whenever he visited any foreign country, any country outside India, he longed to see India. He wanted to return to India. And then he again says that when he was in India and in Mumbai, he wanted to visit Banaras and the Ganga river. And when he was in Banaras, he missed his birthplace, Dumrao. Okay, he missed his birthplace Dumrao and Matha, means the place where he sang the Bhojpuri song Chaita and was rewarded with a laddu of 1.25 kg weight by the Maharaja. So when he was in India and in Mumbai, he wanted to visit Banaras, and when he was in Banaras, he missed his birthplace Dumrao and the Matha in Dumrao. Now, Ustad Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India, one that effortlessly accepts that a devout Muslim like him can very naturally play the Shehnai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. So students, here the writer says that Ustad Bismillah Khan was a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India. His work, what he did, his music, his work was beyond religion, beyond the religious boundaries, beyond the religious barriers. Although he was a Muslim and he followed the Muslim laws as well, but every morning he used to play the Shehnai at the Kashi Vishwanath temple, and which was a Hindu temple. And this shows that he did not have any barrier or boundaries of religion in his mind. Before being a Hindu or Muslim, he was a true Indian. Before being a Hindu or Muslim, he was a true Indian, and he considered music to be India's richest cultural heritage. And that is why he asks all the Indians to teach their children music. Ustad Bismillah Khan passed away on 21st August 2006 at the age of 90 after a prolonged illness. He was given a state funeral and the government of India declared one day of national mourning. So now, Ustad Bismillah Khan was suffering from a prolonged illness. He had been ill for a long time and he died on 21st August 2006 at the age of 90. Okay, so the entire country mourned the death of the legendary musician Ustad Bismillah Khan. He was given a state funeral, and also the government of India declared one day of national mourning, means there was a holiday for one day, for a whole day. So students, here we end the second part of the chapter, and it is the end of the chapter, The Sound of Music. I hope you read the chapter once, and if you have any doubt, kindly ask me over WhatsApp, and I will provide with the question answers of the second part in the group, and we will begin with the poem Wind in the next session.